we've got Colin, my man. He says, "Hey Jake, I've heard banks and institutions are using RLUSD rather than XRP coin. What? That's why the price won't be going up. Thoughts, please." Everybody asks this question in different ways, but I'll expound on it. So, RLUSD is issued by Ripple. Anybody that is a Ripple partner might leverage RLUSD. RLUSD benefits Ripple. It does not benefit the counterparties. They don't earn interest on the treasuries that are being held. So in the future, they also created this with Rail. Anybody can spin up their own stablecoin, and they can help facilitate, them issuing that on a network to then be able to have intra-bank settlement for themselves. And then they get to hold the treasuries, and Ripple clips a piece for making that easy to do and making it compliant, and all the other fun stuff that they do with Rail, and through their total stack product, which is called Ripple One. So RLUSD has kind of replaced Tether in their flows. In the past, they used Tether for on-demand liquidity to be able to settle between counterparties if they were both willing to accept Tether in that transaction. At scale, this doesn't work, because if you have thousands of issued stable coins and you've got to park those stable coins with different counterparties that don't want to receive your stable coin, you still need a DEX that facilitates settlement and transfer of that value between the counterparties in whatever their respective currencies they want to send and receive are. So until there's enough liquidity in XRP to route payments that way cheaper and faster and more stably than RLUSD, I think you're going to continue to see payment flows go through that token. And if people are okay with the counterparty risk of Ripple, then yeah, sure, they'll continue to leverage that. And the other counterparty that's receiving that payment also needs to be okay with the counterparty risk of Ripple, which they've been very transparent. I think that they've set the standard in the industry for how to operate with a stable coin. And there's a lot of trust that's been built there for RLUSD. But in the future, if it's faster and cheaper and more liquid to settle through XRP, and it's on the XRPL or even the EVM sidechain, they will route that liquidity and settlement through XRP versus RLUSD, or it might participate in a liquidity pool or an AMM. There's going to be a bunch of different ways, but all of those things still benefit XRP, whether it's an AMM or liquidity pool that locks up XRP, and there's less circulating supply. So the settlement that does move through XRP will require XRP to be a higher price. So all that being said, again, Ripple did not launch a competing product with XRP. It's kind of a 1 + 1 = 3. And most people really don't understand that. I put out a whole video on RLUSD versus XRP